Welcome to another edition of SIBN Atlanta, where we are here with Shekina Moore, Miss Shekina Moore of Shekina Moore, etc. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you, Marcus?
I'm doing good. Let's talk about, first of all, this magazine that you were featured on. Everybody want to be recognized, though. Seriously, everybody wants to be recognized. Here you are recognized on this magazine cover, Connected Woman. Talk about that for a minute.
Well, you're right. Everyone does want to be recognized. It's something that people will die for. Money, has nothing on recognition. And what we're doing with the Tween Star Awards is recognizing our girls for their contributions. Too often we're known even as women, solely for our looks, our thighs, our breasts, our body parts. And we're more than pieces of meat.
Stop the press. Stop the mic, because she is absolutely right. But let's talk about that for 1 second. Men are attracted by what they see. Women are attracted by what they hear. If I hear you right, we as men have led this charge of just looking at women or girls in just the outer shell.
Yes.
And it's time to up the ante. Women are beyond the outer shell. I mean, all of us are, but women especially are beyond the outer shell. So talk about the Tween Star Awards as the viewer is looking at it and saying, well, my daughter is all about her looks, and her dad is not here.
And that's the problem. And I'm not going to say that men shoulder all the responsibility, Marcus, because we as women have bought into it as well. We perpetuate all the stereotypes out there about women and looking good, and we put so much emphasis there, and we've gone so left that it's like now we have to rear back in, and we have to make some things right. The thing I love about this feature in this magazine is that, number one, we're totally highlighting girls and leadership. And what I want parents who are watching to understand is that our girls are craving this same type of leadership, this same type of recognition. And to be recognized, it gives you such a sense of worth. And if we can just get that, I'm having the hardest time, Marcus, getting people to nominate their daughters for the Tween Star Awards. And I can't wrap my mind around it. I see the need, and I just can't stress enough the importance of this thing.
I'm guilty as the producer of SIBN. I know one girl in particular who is doing something fantastic in Atlanta, and so as I share with you off air that I'm going to nominate her.
Please do.
As soon as we get off the air. But this is a perfect example of how we watch a newscast or hear something on the radio, and we're not following through. So let's look right into the camera, and I want you to talk to those parents who do have, because quiet as it's kept, there are many young ladies that are doing spectacular things, and not only in the Atlanta area, but throughout the world. So look into the camera, talk to the parents. What is it that you want them to do as it pertains to the Tween Star Awards?
Moms, dads, caregivers, guardians, counselors, teachers, principals, pastors, and the like. If you are serving in any capacity where you have a direct impact on our girls, I want you to know that we are honoring them. We are recognizing them for their achievements in 7 different areas. So it doesn't have to be all 7. It just needs to be one. And I just want you to take the time to honor them. We're going to be celebrating your daughters. Here are the areas: leadership, innovation, character, community, school, entrepreneurship, and philanthropy. So if your daughter, if your mentee falls in any of those areas, I want you to stop what you're doing, go to www.tweenstylepower.com and nominate them. Please. Thank you.
Grandparents can do the same. Aunties, uncles can do the same. We are on a push now. Shekina is on a push particularly to get young girls to be recognized for more than just their beauty. Yes, they are beautiful, but when God made Eve, she was to help a man who wouldn't otherwise have any help. I need some help right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we want you to get on board. But listen, talk a little bit about your vision with these girls. You got girls, is it out front, girlsoutfront.com?
Girls in Front, yes.
Girls in Front. Talk a little bit about that vision.
Well, the vision, Marcus, for Girls in Front was instead of us being, the helpmate, and I understand that there's a time and a season for that. But there comes a time, exactly. Yeah. But there comes a time when, ladies, we have to step out of the shadows, and we can't be afraid to step into the limelight. Embrace your shine, embrace all your contributions, and there are gifts that are placed uniquely inside of you that if you don't take care of your business, no one else can take care of it like you can. And so we really have to raise up a generation of girls that literally see themselves in leadership roles. And it starts with us modeling that example. And so Girls in Front is about empowering our girls to understand that this is not some anomaly that doesn't apply to you. Yes, if you're watching this, I'm talking directly to you. And that's a shift in mindset. It's an entire paradigm shift that I'm glad to be a part of. I'm glad that SIBN is a part of. And I just want to say that the more we do this, the more it will become commonplace, and we won't have to have these conversations, hopefully, in the near future.
Well, that's just the point. We're having these conversations because it's not commonplace, and we're taking the lead to say that girls in front or out front. You see, it takes the producer.
In front.
It takes the producer to get it twisted. Girls in front, and girls are in front, but for the wrong reason.
You just said a mouthful right there. We are in front for the wrong reasons, and the media plays a big part in that, and we have to take our power back. Part of taking our power back is through awareness and educating and owning it. We know what the problem is now, so what are we going to do to change it? Parents, I need you to nominate your daughters. We have to start showing that we're more than the girls in the music videos, and we're more than the scantily clad women that you see escaping across the screens. We're more than that.
Yeah, when we come back from the break, we're going to talk a little bit more about girls in the media and how we can change that. We'll be right back.
We are holding our first Tween Star Awards here at the DeFore Center, right here in the heart of Atlanta, and I want you there. It is time that our girls are celebrated for more than their physical selves. You are worthy, and on that night, we are going to be celebrating and honoring you. So go to the website right on your screen and get yourself nominated.
All right, welcome back to SIBN Atlanta. This is our newscast special to support the Tween Star Awards. You can follow the information on your screen to nominate someone that you know. Usually, the solutions in our lives, I have found, are only, how long is my arm? About 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from us. For real. So the girls that you need to nominate, or the girls that need recognition, are already near you. You don't have to go on a hike. You don't have to go on a trip or on a vacation. You don't have to go back home to, They're
right here.
They're right here near you in your circumference area, in your environment. So we want to make sure that you are aware that the Tween Star Awards, the event date is on your screen. We want those nominations in as fast as possible. Guess what? You could make the difference in a young lady, because as we were talking about before the break, we see young ladies who love to take selfies, who are always finding how they look in the mirror, and they're putting it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and beyond. We want to change that to the degree that we take a selfie when you get an A in a class. I don't know, man. Is that too nerdy? I don't know. I mean, you tell me.
It is nowadays, but Marcus, it's disappointing because when you think about how far we've come, there's still areas where we're so far behind. We celebrate the wrong things, and our children are watching us. Where are they learning it from? They're learning it at home. And so we have to start educating and modeling and being present and involved in our children's lives. If they don't think that we care and we're supposed to be the ones that love them, why in the world would they think their teacher cares, the principal cares, the counselor cares, the pastor cares? It starts with us.
Our focus just seems to be on the wrong things, and as you said, it's not just the girls, but it's our whole culture is on the materialistic, the outer shell, that which you can see, taste, feel, touch, all of these things. But we're comprised of spirit, soul, and body. We're not just body.
Absolutely.
And so what we're talking about for the Tween Star Awards is to celebrate these young ladies as spirit beings, as soul beings, and not just as pretty bodies. If you would like to meet Ms. Shekina Moore and see her in action, I want to encourage you to be on the lookout, as she will give your contact information. You'll see it there on your screen, to come to one of the workshops.
Please.
This is the perfect way, the perfect segue so that you can get a young lady involved early before the Tween Star Awards. And the workshops are free of charge. The investment is yet the same. It's heavy. But for the girls that are attending, it's free of charge. Talk about that as we come to a close and give them some contact information.
Yes, we offer workshops here in the Atlanta area for girls ages 10 to 17. We focus on areas such as leadership tools, self-esteem, self-worth, and body image, which we know all of these things are important in the development of our teen girls. They are absolutely free. There's no cost to our girls. We have an awesome time. As a matter of fact, last month we held our vision board party. We had an excellent turnout. Girls showed up and they were thinking about things they had never thought of before. And it sounds so commonplace, like who hasn't done a vision board?
Right.
But amazingly, a lot of our girls had never heard of a vision board, had never heard of what it means to write down your plans and to set benchmarks and goals and to actually go about making decisions that are aligned with those goals and aligned with the ultimate vision. And so it is incumbent upon us as leaders, as parents, as counselors. I don't care what your role is. You do matter. And your voice counts. And when you show that your voice counts, guess what? They grow up thinking the same thing.
Right. I mean, I'm thinking about the hip-hop movement, the conscious rap movement, many decades ago and how it started. And those of us who were raised, however we were raised, I was raised with Christian music. And when we heard it, we like froze, like, okay, what in the world is this? And we don't have that a lot, eureka moments in culture. And we have to create those. I think the point is we have to create eureka moments ourselves. We can't wait on someone else to create it. And this is that chance for the Tween Star Awards, and prior to October, which is fall, is a beautiful month, for all the colors, not just one color, for all the colors to show forth in our season in the fall. This is a perfect chance right now as you're watching this to make a list. You actually have to now y'all don't know Shekina more, but you actually have to be very proactive when you want to do something. In other words, you have to take the next step, or else you're going to forget it and you'll float along with whatever else it comes up. If you want your young lady, your young granddaughter, your young sibling, even if your sister, you want them to be recognized for leadership, innovation, entrepreneurship, something regarding academics, philanthropy, community, or character and morality. This is your opportunity. And I have stamped my name on it because as a former teacher and principal, this is what she does on camera and off, with a workshop or not. She's only bringing this as an opportunity for us, parents and beyond, to share in the celebration of our young girls beyond their bodies.
Yes.
I think it's about time for us to get out of here before we start preaching up in here. Listen, thank you so much for watching. Follow the information on your screen. This has been a special edition of SIBN Atlanta.